Today we start the program with something particularly interesting, especially for me. Toya will sort of have her thoughts on that as well. Did you also have trouble reading newspaper in the morning? Imagine living in a world where we did not have to reach out to reading glasses at all. Or, you know, we generally struggle with our parents, older generation, where they're constantly increasing the font size on their phone or bringing the newspaper closer. Well, we are talking about nearsightedness.
So let's take a deeper dive, because if your answer while you were listening to all of Sonal's questions was yes, 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 then there is a new drug. It's a new eye drop in the market that you should know about. India has tried a first of its kind eye drop, and it says, or it claims, that it can fix your eyes in just 15 minutes. Again, keyword there being fix, but can it actually fix? How long does it fix it for? And what actually makes this product so special? We'll take a deeper look.
So PresVu is the product. I'm sure you've seen enough headlines about it online as well. And according to its makers, it's not just a product, it's a solution for millions of people to actually provide them visual independence. Tall claims, but is it really going to happen? That's what we're going to discuss on the program with our guests. But before that, we have CNN News 18's Himani Chanda joining us, who will bring you a detailed explainer into what these eye drops are all about and how exactly do they work on nearsightedness.
You may never need your reading glasses again. Yes, if we go by the claims of these newly launched eye drops, you can get rid of your near vision spectacles. On Tuesday, Mumbai headquartered Entod Pharmaceuticals launched PresVu Eye Drops. This medicine was cleared by the Health Regulatory Agency of India after deliberating over the medicine for more than 2 years, and now it has become India's first eye drops to remove the need for reading glasses. These eye drops are made using pilocarpine, the medicine that treats presbyopia by reducing the size of pupils, which helps to see objects up close. Presbyopia condition is the age-linked decline in the eye's ability to focus on nearby objects, and this condition typically becomes noticeable in the mid-40s and worsens until about the age of late 60s. Nikhil Masurkar, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Entod Pharmaceuticals, told News 18 in an interview that a single drop of the medicine starts working in just 15 minutes and its effects remains for the next 6 hours. If the second drop is also poured within the 3 to 6 hours of the first drop, the effects will stay even longer, up to 9 hours. Till now, there was no medicine-based solution for blurry near vision, except wearing reading glasses, contact lenses, or a few surgical interventions. The company claims that the medicine has no side effects. Starting from the first week of October, prescription-based drops will be available across pharmacies, costing Rs 345. The medicine is indicated for the treatment of mild to intermediate presbyopia for people aged 40 to 55 years. The company claims that the medicine is first of its kind in India, which is tested on Indian eyes and customized as per the genetic fulcrum of the Indian population. The product will be sold only on prescriptions by registered medical practitioners. The company has started training its field force to inform and educate doctors about the usage of this product. The company, in fact, had applied for the regulatory approval in early 2022, and it was asked to conduct phase 3 clinical trials. The trials were conducted at 10 sites across India with 274 patients. The results and data from those patients were then submitted to the regulatory agency for approval. Company claims that the trial data shows 82% of total 274 subjects did not face any side effects. Remaining patients reported minor side effects including irritation, redness in eyes, blurring of vision and headache. But these were resolved in a couple of days and no patient was discontinued from the trial. While the results of the study are yet to be published in a peer-reviewed journal, the company plans to conduct post-marketing surveillance at several big centers across India, including All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi.
Okay, to bring us a further breakdown on this, let's go over to Dr. Dig Singh. He's a senior consultant. He's also the head of ophthalmology at the Narayana Hospital in Gurugram. Let's go over to him. Doctor, Thank you for joining us bright and early this morning. Doctor, just tell us, ever since this entire story has come out, there have been a lot of opinions. Some pro, but some con, saying that it's not as revolutionary as it's claiming to be. The drug that it's built around is actually something that's been in the market for many years, that more tests need to be done. Just first tell us your initial thoughts.
So presbyopia is a problem all of us will face once we cross the age of 40. And it is something that we still don't have a perfect solution for other than glasses. This particular medicine that has come out is based on a salt which has been there since the 1800s and has been used earlier in the treatment of glaucoma and some other conditions of the eye and mouth. But it has had its pluses and minuses. So therefore, it did lose popularity over time because of some of the adverse effects that was happening or that were being noticed, particularly when it was being used for a long time. The drop is meant to actually strengthen or increase the tone of the muscle so that it allows you to focus better for near, because these are the muscles that are used for near vision. And it is claiming that this drop will help in improving near vision. This is something we've noticed even in the past when these drops were used for other problems or other situations of the eye. However, the idea that this can be a magical solution or a miracle solution is not quite true, because the muscles over time will weaken. And so the drops will have effect only for a certain period of time, and they don't last, for a very long time. Therefore, it's important for us to understand that this could be a stopgap measure, but we've yet to see the long-term efficacy and safety. The good thing is that this drop is now available at a lower percentage or at a lower strength than was being used in the past. So hopefully it should be safer, but still it would require a medical doctor to guide you through the treatment.
Right. Dr. Digvijay, lots of questions, but first one, you are somebody who wears specs. Are you using it?
Yes, absolutely.
Are you using the drops?
No, not using the drops. I'm using glasses at the moment.
Right.
Okay. No, so, the headlines around this story have been around fix your nearsightedness in 15 minutes. Shouldn't it actually be not in 15 minutes, but for 15 minutes? It's a temporary solution. That's where the messaging has been wrong.
Yes. So the eye drops, after you instill the eye drops, the action of the eye drop starts within 15 minutes to an hour. And the action lasts for about maybe 4 to 6 hours, not longer than that. And do remember that even in this period, your vision will be fluctuating. It's not a standard, stable, linear action that these drops show. So that is something, people who are using these drops need to look out for, which is why I'm not using these drops at the moment.
Doctor, have you had a chance to look at the reactions that people have had to using these drops? I know it's quite accessible. Price-wise, I believe it's only about 300, 350 rupees in the market. But what are the reactions people are having? Because the big thing we're telling our audiences right now is longitudinal studies done over decades obviously don't exist right now. This is a product that's just hit the market. So what should our audiences be wary of in this case?
So I've had a few patients who've, had these drops that they've been using for some time now. And I would say, when I say for some time, these were also available, like I said, in a higher percentage earlier. The idea is that, your eye muscles are kind of like a thing which is weakening over time. It's a horse who's a tired horse. So these drops will increase the tone of the muscle. It's like flogging a tired horse, right? You can get it to go some more time, but finally it would need its rest. So finally you would need your glasses. And so all the people who've possibly been on these drops over time would end up with near glasses, though at a later stage in their life. But for people who've never worn glasses in all their lives, there is a merit, for them to delay that even further if they can. So some of those patients are happy, but overall patients have to have a realistic expectation. And I think that's where the messaging needs to be corrected.
I see. So you're saying it is not a replacement for glasses, but it could, if you're somebody who does not wear glasses in their 40s, it could delay glasses for you, but that also you're not very sure.
Yes, we'll have to see, because when it's done in thousands and thousands of patients, how each patient responds, how each body responds, how each eye responds could be different from what has so far been seen. So it would obviously require a much larger study to look at that. But based on whatever initial results there are and whatever initial feedback there is, they seem to be fairly effective, at least for a short while.
Tell us, doctor, a lot of the articles about it actually said 40 to 50-year-olds are the key demographic. Why no one above that age group?
Because above that age group, your eye muscles are too tired for us to be able to, increase the tone or flog them. And the other problem is that these drops can actually kind of be counterproductive in people who have developed a cataract or who are developing a cataract, because they can increase the speed of cataractogenesis. They can also reduce the vision by making the pupil smaller in people who have cataracts. So, generally we expect that after the age of 50 or beyond that, cataracts tend to develop. So these drops will become less effective from that front, as well as the fact that the muscles get too weak for you to, push them any further.
I see. Dr. Singh, then, I just want to understand, because this has become such a popular story, everybody is going to be talking about it. We are not sure if it's going to be available over the counter or with the prescription of a doctor just yet. But to those watching right now, who should actually be going for it, and what are the questions that you need to be asking? Like you said, if you have cataract, don't take them. So what are the questions one should ask their doctor?
So I think these drops are primarily meant for people who are just getting into their presbyopic age, who are just having the need for near glasses. So you're actually looking at people in their early 40s. But what you need to look or ask from the doctor is, and in fact explain to your doctor, is that, what sort of near activities do you do? How much time are you on your laptops, your phones, reading? Because that's very important. In cases where you're doing a prolonged near activity, intense near activity, there these drops would probably not suffice for you. You would require glasses to support your eyes in that case. And the other side of it is that you have to go for an eye examination, a proper eye examination, before you start to take these drops. Because these drops, remember, are going to be taken on a daily basis for months to years at stretch for them to do their job for you.
Okay, so you're saying go in for examinations, obviously consult even a doctor as you decide to go
ask
into
your
this in
doctor
the first
before.
place.
Yeah.
Doctor, that is such great advice. Thank you for bringing our audiences this prepper. It's so important, when you hear about something in the news, to ground it in actual facts and actual information. Thank you for joining us, Doctor, right here on the show.